It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He comes in fourth in the league in passing this year. It's the Bills and the Pats under the lights on Thursday night.
Hope your Thanksgiving was great. A little dessert left. One more, and this one should be a good one. Off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all of those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. A pickup there of 13. First down, New England.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many.
That is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, there's going to be a hard group to beat. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second down and 8. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Has completed to Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On the ground, Gibson. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
That's good for the Patriots. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A carry now for Gibson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Gibson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Third and a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
On third and a yard, here's May. That's taken in, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's Bryce Behringer now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got that complete to Knox. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
So, first and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Second and 11. Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll send their tight end left. On play action, Stroud. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. May to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end, Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's third and 2. They'll run here with Gibson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for New England. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Stroud. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stop it short for no gain. Brings up 4th down.
And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. Here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Bills. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Makes the score Bills 17. Patriots nothing. Harrison Davis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now Gibson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. It's a loss of 2.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. It's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. Yeah. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bills are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. To throw on 1st down is May. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with May. He's got Douglas going deep. And the Bills are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, Stroud. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of the fullback. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
Tight end motioning left. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now, faking the give. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Stroud to throw here on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bills first down. Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On play action, Stroud. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it's going to be fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. May now on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is May. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll manage only a couple. Devon Gottschalk there on the tackle. Third and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
Now, Stroud. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, it's Spiller. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
Has completed to Douglas. A gain there of 11. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, Gibson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's May. He finds Bell. That's caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 7-yard line.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4.
9-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and short. And here is May. This one caught at the 4. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Fourth quarter. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Off the play fake, no chance at all. He'll go down.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on first or second down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
They'll try and throw. Here's May. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal.
Find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run. It's Spiller. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Our run here with Gibbs. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And this ball incomplete. on third down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40. First and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards, and the Bills' first down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's Spiller. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward for a yard. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. To throw is Stroud. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Here's Stroud. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now Spiller. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Patriots ready for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now, whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this, but they're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.